Hello everybody, and welcome back to Moonlight Castle. I keep almost saying Midnight Castle. Maybe that'll be true one day. Maybe. It's fine. We're with Patrice. We're gonna make this Tigor explore the castle with us, cause he's a scaredy cat, and that's okay. I'm the person that would go behind him, grab him by the shoulders, and just push him along. You know, just like, we're gonna go over here, it'll be fun, let's go! It's the kind of person I am. Patrice sighed and then headed toward the doors using the umbrella. There's something else we can check. I didn't want to say it, but, well, I don't want to hold you back. Outside? What did you see? There's another building behind the castle. It's not as big, and honestly, I think that'll be easier to manage for my heart. Let's give it a shot. The tiger extended his hand so that I could grab it. Sure, I'll take that. I took his paw and shared the umbrella. We left the castle to find the place he mentioned. The rain showed no sign of slowing down. We had to squeeze each other in order to avoid getting wet. He was holding the umbrella with one hand while the other was wrapped around my body to keep me safe and secure under our shade. This isn't time for sightseeing. Get in! Patrice shoved me into the small building and closed the umbrella, and while he was busy adjusting himself, I couldn't help staring at the castle structure through the doorframe. I was curious to see how the place looked from the outside, and I just wanted to get a better view of that before we headed in. The umbrella was completely soaked, and so we left it to dry at the entrance of the small building as we made our way further in. What is this? What is this, church chapel thingy? Okay. The tiger shuddered as if trying to shake water off himself, even though he didn't seem to be wet. Maybe it was instinct. Moving my eyes off him, I turned around to explore our surroundings. The darkness was limiting our vision. However, soon afterwards, we got the place figured out. Looks like a church. Patrice approached me from behind and touched my shoulders. I was about to complain, but the subtle shivering wait, that's not him talking. Whoops. I was about to complain, but the subtle shiver that his hands were having. I got there, guys. That helped me realize that he was nervous. Yeah, a fairly big one, too. I see. Cool. I knew we'd made a deal, and I also knew that he wouldn't stop me from moving forward. I knew that he'd follow me, regardless, yet I was hesitant to keep going. We're not in a rush. I said that to get his attention. Let's sit down for one of those pews. Pew pew! What do you mean? I thought you... I sat on a pew near the door, and I made sure to leave enough room for him to join me as well. He should want that, right? I looked at him, and he was still standing where he was before. It's okay. You've showed me this place, and it looks awesome. I know what you're doing. Of course he did. I was trying to be obvious anyway. What am I doing? I'm sitting here waiting for someone to join me. There was silence for a moment. Thank you. But, I have to say no. The turn down wasn't the only thing that surprised me. He dragged away from the pew and placed me back on my feet. Why? The tiger took my hand and held them. He remained silent for a moment, long enough for that both of us could feel the uncomfortable shakes that he was having. Please, don't let my fear change your mind. I just wanted you to feel okay. Trust me, that I'm okay. Just stay close to me and talk to me. Oh, that's all I need. Alright. Stay behind me and hold my shoulders. I'll walk in front of you. I felt proud for once. Someone needed me. Someone needed my help, and nobody else could help him. His shaky touch was a clear sign that he was trying to fight his demons, and my help was well used. I kept walking and didn't look back. I believed that not seeing each other's faces was the wisest choice for the two of us. Our reasons might be different, but our goals were the same. The deeper we went into the building, the closer it became that the clearer, not closer. The clearer it became that this place was meant to be a spot for worshiping a god. Okay. It was very straightforward, and there was nothing unusual that I noticed. What was that? I could hear his breathing becoming faster as he dragged me closer to him. I didn't fight it, and it would have been difficult to fight it, especially when I knew he needed me, and he was on the verge of hyperventilating. A branch hit the window. Are you sure? What if we're not alone? We're alone, I'm sure. Breathe and try to keep it under control. Take your time. I know you can do it. Okay. Gently, I caressed his paw, trying to give him extra comfort. That's it. You're doing great. This is hard. My heart is going wild. Let's talk about something then. It'll make a good distraction to relieve your stress. I can't think of anything right now. You're in a church, so maybe let's talk about religion. I'm an atheist. Yeah, and? You can still talk about it, you know. I knew that he wasn't exactly in the right mind to elaborate right now, but I wanted to hear more regardless. I've never really thought that much about faith or belief. They tend to just fall in the back of my life. My daily routine has kept me busy, and I haven't exactly taken the time to figure them out. I would have loved to explore them, however, my family has ruined it. Oh, so you're not an atheist because you're gay? Don't even get me started on how people wanted to cure my homosexuality just because some god said it was an illness. It's surreal that I had to fight so much just to be myself. The more he spoke about that, the angrier his tone became. I wondered if that was a good thing. He seemed less scared now, but his mood probably hadn't improved. Is that why you believe there's no God? Is that why you're an atheist? It's actually mostly because of my family being overly attached to those beliefs and how they were forcing me to go along. They'd constantly shove it down my throat, so that it killed my interest in learning anything about their god. If we put aside all of those, though, do you believe that gods exist? Nope. If an almighty god with goodwill really existed, this world wouldn't be as bad as it is right now. They say that he's watching us, and that's all he does. He's kinda useless if you ask me. I think there's something out there, but maybe I'll never know. Maybe I won't know until it's too late. Well, it better stay that way, I guess. Be sure to come back and tell me. If I really come back from the other world, you'll definitely be running away before I can say anything. Of course I will. You're basically a zombie. You should be happy to see me again. Finally, I now see why you keep reminding me about the importance of personal space. Please be sure to stay out of mine if you come back. Very convenient. I'm glad you're feeling well enough to be such a smartass. He froze for a moment. What I just said must have reminded him that we were still in a spooky place and surrounded by darkness. I wasn't paying attention. And that's good. Just let me do my thing. I'll take care of everything. He didn't say anything further, and I felt that his hands were getting warmer even ever so slightly. Also, he was pushing the top of his head against my back for some reason. Are you okay? I'm here with you. There's nothing to worry about. What you just said was really sweet. Thanks. Although I couldn't see him, I wondered if I'd touched a weak spot by mistake. The tone in which he was saying that kind of made me feel made me happy. We reached the altar. It was the place where a priest would usually stand to give long spiels. It was quite difficult to see things on the walls, and so I pulled out my phone and turned on its flashlight to aid my vision. Patrice was, still, holding onto my shoulders, and there were still no complaints from me. His shaking slowly began to subside, and it was quite a big improvement, though it was still there. I couldn't help thinking that he probably looked insanely cute right now, if only I could see that. He should really show me more of his soft side. There wasn't really a need for him to inflate his personality for me at all. We searched the back of the altar and found something that I didn't expect to see again. It was a cleaver, just lying there on the surface and acting like an offering. Unlike Liam's cleaver, this one was old and well eroded by time. Its blade was dull. However, with enough strength, one would still be able to make it work with a good swing. It kind of bothered me how its look and design resembled the one Liam had. I wouldn't forget. It was still fresh in my mind. Is everything okay? You've been staring at it for a while now. Sorry, I zoned out. I was just wondering why this knife matches Liam's. Does that mean he came here already? That's a possibility, but we won't know for sure unless we ask him. Should I take the knife with me? Yes. I reached my hand out for the broken knife and took it. Knife acquired. An open blade, unsupervised, seemed very dangerous. I thought it would have been wise to leave it there. Besides, I had to make sure that nobody else took it. With this in my possession, Liam was bound to tell the truth. Honestly, I think you should get rid of that. It's not worth the hassle of keeping it. Maybe. For now, though, it stays in my bag. I didn't know why, but something was telling me that I'd be safer with it. Maybe the place was giving me weird thoughts. Maybe it was just a voice in my head. Maybe it was Patrice's rebellious mindset rubbing off on me. Are we done here? Is there anything else you want to look for? Patrice must be close to his limit, and I was confident that he was trying his best. I wanted to check the 2 doors on the side, but I knew that he wouldn't let me. We're done. Let's head back to... My sentence was cut off by a sudden burst of pain in the back of my head. It made me lose my balance and drop myself on my knees. Patrice was talking to me, but I couldn't hear his words. It felt as if I was drowning in an ocean of noise. My vision became blurred. I tried to squint at the tiger and our surroundings. However, for some reason, my eyes wouldn't stop looking at the altar. I saw weird shapes dancing around the table. They looked almost like moving shadows. My view distorted and my head became numb. I closed my eyes. Hey, Joel! Snap out of it! I opened my eyes again. It'd been less than a minute. What happened? I don't know. You tell me. The headache was gone. It left me as fast as it struck me. That was a weird experience. I didn't think that was how a migraine was supposed to behave. Shadows. Did you see them? I pointed my finger back at the altar. However, neither of us saw anything there. Whatever there were, it was gone. No. We're getting out. Now! Hastily, Patrice dragged me toward the entrance. I should have predicted this. Wait, it must have been the headache. It was probably my hallucination. Really? Desperately, I tried to find excuses to salvage our exploration. It could be, but I'm still very much creeped out and exhausted. We left the place promptly after that. The tiger made a long exhale as he picked up the umbrella. I know I'm not the best person suited for this, but if you want to talk about it, I'm willing to lend an ear later. Really? Sure. Only after we're out of here, though. Enough of this cursed place. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. You will? I have tears, and I'm not afraid to use them. Well, at least not around you. I didn't think that I'd be flustered by the thoughts of seeing someone cry before, and those thoughts were giving me feelings that were quite messy to describe. I paused briefly to look at the sky. Oh. Hearing me, the tiger then looked as well. The rain is gone. How unfortunate. Sharing the umbrella was my favorite part. You really are shameless. What? I'm just being honest. And with that, we decided to leave the area and headed back to the castle. As we made our way to the entrance of the castle, we found Dylan heading out the door. It looked like he was grunting with annoyance. And then he just shuffled past us, as if refusing to acknowledge either of our presences. Oh, everyone. Soon, everyone else came out of the castle, and they were all looking at us. Oh boy, I know that face. I don't even want to meddle with that. Blake was the first to greet us, and it seemed everyone was concerned about our well-being. Did you guys stay out in the rain? I wish. Joel took care of that. It didn't take long until I was harassed by Ryan's overprotectiveness. The bear rushed to me and began giving words, and I didn't get a chance to do anything. We've been waiting for you for a while now. I was so worried. What happened? Did we take that long? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make everyone wait. I was this close to getting everyone to search the entire castle for you, and I wouldn't have stopped until every little stone was turned. Even if I had to tear down the place brick by brick, I would have kept looking until I could find you. Thank goodness that you didn't have to. We were outside the whole time. Is it just me, or does Ryan sound like a mother hen just now? He's acting like he's a father, rather than a friend. Nah, the guy just has daddy issues. Russell gave Liam a firm nudge from behind. It's fine. He didn't hear that. You just say just say your thing so that we can head back to our car. No, excuse me. Dylan has already gone ahead. All right. I have an announcement to make tomorrow. I'm sure that everyone here would like to know the truth about the castle, so I am making all of you join me for lunch again. One last time. Is that cool? Does it have to be the last time? Does it? Just leave it be. All of us walked back to our car, and for the entire way back, Ryan was acting like a bodyguard, splitting Patrice and me. I believe that this was something that I might have to address later. Ryan's eyes were glued to Patrice and me. Surely the bear was struggling to give us some space. Don't worry, you have my number. Just text me whenever you feel like it. Sure, I will. I couldn't stop thinking about the church or Patrice. However, I figured that neither of those would be a good topic to bring up right now. And how was your trip with Clyde, Ryan? It was fun. We found a greenhouse. Our conversation was cut short as the bear needed to keep his eye on the road. However, it seemed he was happy that he got my attention away from the tiger. I spent the majority of the ride staring out the car's window. And before we knew it, we'd already arrived at the shop. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Good night, Joel. Take care. After one after another, all of us parted ways. It was only Ryan and me left. We got out of the van and got into Ryan's car so that the bear could drive me home, as always. Yeah. Sorry I was being nosy. Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit. I shouldn't have done that. It was funny, though. I felt overwhelmed. Well, at least I'm feeling better now. If you got your eyes on Patrice, then you should go for it. I just looked through the windshield, staring ahead, eyes wide open. I wasn't sure if the bear was serious, and I couldn't look at him. What are you saying? He's just my friend. I don't know if I have feelings even for anyone yet. Please stop talking to me about the romance. Oh, that topic is still a struggle for you, huh? I thought you'd always given it more thought and come up with a clearer image. Oh, my bad. I won't bring it up again. He parked the car near my apartment and let me go out of it. Love to me is just a tricky subject. I didn't mean to lash out. I'll be the one to tell you if anything changes, okay? Of course! I'm always here for you. Just give me the word and I'll be there. Also, you have my number. You're so jealous. No, I'm not. Good night, and thanks for the ride. Don't mention it, and rest well. I waved at him and smiled as I watched him drive off. I struggled falling asleep with my mind constantly going back and thinking about everything that had happened to us that night. They didn't seem surprised, but I certainly was. I was looking forward to seeing them again and learning about what I had missed. This must have been the first time in 2 years that I genuinely wanted to go back on campus. In the midst of that excitement, the sleep managed to kidnap me, and I fell asleep with the phone in hand. Oh, day 3! Would you look at that? Well, let's hit. Okay. Oh, that's us. We're Pupper. All right, everyone. I'm going to end the part here. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.